And we're back in Cyrodiil. We're going to be doing a quest, I think it's called Unhealthy Competition. It gives you a nice sword as a reward, as well as some other loot. Let's get it started.
Feel free to browse, friend. It's nice to see a new shopper. I was afraid I lost any hope of new business ever since Thorinir opened up.
Tell me more about this Thorinir.
I think you might be just the kind of person we're looking for. Perhaps you can assist us with a problem we're having here in the Market District.
Tell me your problem from the beginning.
I'm the chairperson for the Society of Concerned Merchants. We formed this group a while back to keep a nice, fair economic balance in town. Not every store is a member, but we're slowly trying to convince them to join. Everything was fine until Thorinir opened his shop nearby. Selling all sorts of merchandise, he undercuts prices like you wouldn't believe. He doesn't always sell what we sell, but it is still a problem. People who buy tend to want to spend their money there. That leaves none for us. It's getting so bad a few of us may have to close up shop. He outright refuses to join the society or even discuss the matter. We are convinced he's up to no good. What we need is for you to case his establishment and figure out where he gets his inventory. Find some proof of his wrongdoing and let us know. We cannot do it ourselves, as he recognizes all of us. The job pays a fair bounty in gold when he is brought to justice.
I want to say, right off the bat here, I know this is a little tangent, but I really don't like this woman's hair. The texture is horrible compared to the texture for the environment and her face and her clothes. If somebody had the recommendation for a better hair mod, I don't remember what this one is called, I would welcome it. And back onto the quest, I'd have to say Thorinir reminds me a lot of Amazon. Sort of coming in and undercutting the other businesses. It's just a humorous analogy, I think. Anyway.
Notice how she doesn't offer to pay you until after you complete the quest if he's found guilty.
My brother was pointing out that she'll only pay you if he's found guilty, and once you've succeeded, I guess, in discrediting him. But I can sort of see how they did. It doesn't make much sense to pay somebody if they don't actually help you. Can you tell me anything more about his inventory?
His inventory must be stolen. It has to be. He prices less than it costs to make some of those things. Go see for yourself.
Just be outsourcing to some factory in, what is the Orsanium or the Black Marsh? Can you tell me anything more about Thorinir?
I hope you're more successful uncovering his scheme than we've been. Thanks again for your help.
Now, this is the second time that I'm recording this episode. I don't know why, but OBS was causing my video to lag horribly last time. Hopefully it won't do it this time. I've got some new gear. I'm not sure if I pointed it out in the last episode. I got some Dwarven Armor. It's glowing purple because I'm wearing a Mithril helmet that boosts my magicka. Show you all that real quick. It's okay, it doesn't really match, I think, with the Dwarven Armor right now, which is why I've got it hidden. It looks a bit like the Blades helmet, complete with even kind of a dragon nose guard. And we also are using glass claymore in place of the elven two-handed sword that we were using previously. It does a bit more damage, weighs a lot more. We've got magic mithril boots that let us water walk, so we're pretty decked out.
What kind of deal can I make for you today?
This guy, something about his complexion and something else about his face just always reminds me of like an animated pig character. I don't know. It's a bit weird. I was looking at your inventory.
What about my inventory?
It's a very nice selection, Thorinir.
Well, thank you. It's not only a fine assortment of goods, but a bit of a treasure trove. You never know what I'll have in stock. I can see by the look on your face, you wonder where I get all these fantastic items. I'll tell you what I tell everyone else who asks. It's all about who you know. My sources are good, but they are secret. Anyway, have fun looking around, and when you are ready to buy, give me a shout.
I've always found the Wood Elves to be some of the more
Hope to see
interesting
you again
characters in
very
the Elder
soon.
Scroll games. The voice acting is usually more interesting as well. I think I preferred the voice actor for Morrowind, but this guy still does a pretty good job, at least with the more silly characters. He also voice acts for some of the Wood Elves in Skyrim. Okay, we have to wait until he closes shop and see what he does. Casing the joint. I think they usually close around 9-ish and then they wander around the city. We're just gonna cut ahead till a little after 10. That should make it so that we don't have to trail him a long time. I believe Lordas, the day that we're on right now, is Saturday in Cyrodiil. We got a neat mod installed that makes houses lit up. Okay, I think he is still in the Elven Gardens area, so we'll wait one more hour and see if that works. It did.
You have my ear, citizen.
This is the Imperial Guard that you have to assassinate if you're playing Dark Brotherhood. He's long been a thorn in their sides. Probably isn't the best for us to spy on him carrying a torch.
That you, Agamir?
Shh! Not so loud. How many times have I told you that?
Sorry, I am not used to this kind of meeting. It always makes me nervous.
Well, just shut up and listen to me. The next shipment will be sooner than I expected. Just have the money ready.
Same assortment of things? I mean, I have enough clothing for now.
You take what I get. I get notice at the last second, and I have to jump on it. No time to be picky about it.
Well, that society is putting more pressure on me, so maybe we better cut back for a while.
You cut back now, and I'm going to take my business elsewhere. Or maybe pay a visit to that Jensine and tell her about your little scheme.
Fine. You made your point. Contact me when you have the items, and we'll meet again.
Don't worry. It'll be very soon. Now get out of here.
That looks very suspicious. Meeting around midnight to talk about shipments. Mostly clothing. Thorinir being able to charge less than it costs usually to make the clothes.
Hey?
What could they be up to? One of my brothers was commenting on how this character, what he always says to you when you approach him is A, and how he's always tempted to go B. Anyway, we need to follow Agamir. Okay, we are back after that crash. I went ahead and followed Agamir to his house, and we were told we have to wait until he leaves the home to investigate it. I happen to know from playing the game in the past that on Sundays he leaves his house at 8 in the morning. So we just need to wait a few hours, and then we can take a little look around. I'm not sure how legal it is, so we'll have to be careful. A. Now, someone commented that they liked the lockpicking system in this game, and they hated the one in Skyrim. And I just can't agree with that. I thought the one in Skyrim was so much better. Reminded me of a game that I played a lot in my teens. Thief Deadly Shadows on the Xbox. You just need to move the pick around, and I believe in both Skyrim and Thief Deadly Shadows it would vibrate when you got near the point that you need to be, or maybe it vibrates in Skyrim when you get near the point where the pick will break. But it just seems like a more laid-back way of doing the system. This one, it just seems to me like the picks fall too quickly. They go up too quickly, they fall too quickly. You need to have good reflexes, which I don't really have. Okay, we've found our way into Argamir's basement. It consists of an assortment of old clothing and trinkets. Most disturbingly is the dirt-caked shovel and mud-encrusted boots tucked into the corner, and bits of ground bone meal strewn about. I suspect Argamir's stock he sells to Thorinir is taken from the recently dead. I should continue to search more carefully for solid evidence into this grisly accusation. Let's see, the clothes, bone meal, and right here, surrounded by candles, is a macabre manifest. Okay. It details the names of the recently deceased and where they were buried, and so on. A neat thing about this is that the last entry is, well, second to last entry, is an Easter egg referring to the Lord of the Rings. If you take the letters in Oford Gabbings and switch them around, it's an awful lot like Frodo Baggins. And he was wearing a traveling cloak with a silver and green leaf fastener. That sounds familiar. An enchanted short sword, Sting. And an inlaid writing gold ring with an inscription. Cursed, the One Ring. And then a leather-bound travel journal. The Unexpected Journey, that's it. The Red Book of Bilbo Baggins. So, that's kind of a neat Easter egg. My character so reminds me of one of my sister's characters. She'd always play these thief characters in Morrowind and then have them have these big claymores. It was always funny watching this person sneaking up, holding a massive claymore longer than them above their head. Okay, we'll save real quick, just in case we get another game crash. Let's see. And then we will head to tell Thorinir about the vile deeds of Argamir. We'll actually fast travel, because that's what I want to do. Guys got his lamp out of it late.
A pity, sir, I've got nothing to eat.
I love how nice the EMV makes the Imperial City. That and the retexture packs.
Welcome back.
Look what I found.
I can't believe what I'm seeing in this book. I'm mortified to think these things here were once on the bodies of the recently deceased. It's just too horrible to comprehend. I don't even know what to say. I guess an apology is not enough. What can I do?
For starters, you could avoid puns like mortified. You can help me catch Argamir.
Yes, that's the least I can do. First and foremost, I will never meet with him again. I can promise you that. Secondly, I remember him mentioning a place he had to be this very day. Yes, that's right. He said that he wouldn't be able to do anything else, as he had something important to do. You don't think he would dig up another... Oh, no, he wouldn't. But I guess he has been. Oh, my. What have I done?
Don't worry, I'll put a stop to his work.
Yes, you do that. And in the meantime, I'll decide what to do with all these ill-gotten things. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I hope you can forgive me. I had no idea.
Sure.
What's this
Little
about?
side note here. Have you all seen the trailer for Obsidian's take, I guess, on Skyrim? Avowed. I haven't played their Outer Worlds yet. In fact, to be honest, I haven't actually played Fallout. Any of the Fallouts yet. I've got Fallout 4 and I'm planning on playing it before too much longer, but I heard Outer Worlds was very well received. I'm kind of interested to see what Avowed will be like. I've heard that it's based in the same world as their Pillars of Eternity game. I haven't played that one either. I want to. I really like some of the voice actors, like Matthew Mercer, that I heard showcase some of their work in it. Okay. We are going to save, because if memory serves, this fight can get a little dicey. And we're going to put on some protective magic. Okay, we've located Argamir and another man attempting to desecrate another grave. We need to convince him to stop.
I had a feeling you'd catch on sooner or later. That's why I had this trap prepared for you. If you'll notice, the grave is already dug. This time, it wasn't to take something away from the graveyard. It was to add something. I'm afraid all I can offer you is an unmarked grave.
Ah!
Yeah.
Yikes, that guy's wearing full ebony armor. We're gonna pop a potion that I made that increases armor as well as restoring life.
Let's get this over with. Yeah.
Gotta get away from him. I got the hint.
See what you've got. Take this.
There's one down. We've slain him. We need to find something that will incriminate him, namely his shovel.
Die, damn you!
I've never cared for how the ebony helmets look. They always remind me of those old
Die!
World War I dogfighting.
Let's get this
That's-
over with.
The ebony armor itself, though, is not. Slipped. And I do like the Insanity's reskinned ebony swords. I didn't care for how they looked in the vanilla. They were kind of encrusted and like a gold leaf that just made them look like something was growing on them, like kelp. Okay, we'll take ebony stuff. And use some feather magic so that we can actually walk. This is the magic sword you can get, the Debaser. It drains willpower and endurance, so it drops, essentially it drops your opponent's fatigue, health, and magic regeneration for 20 seconds. Not a particularly good enchantment, but it is a unique looking sword. We'll take a look at it once we get outside. And I think I have a reskin by Insanity, but it's not, in my opinion, one of his best. I have seen a reskin of it for, so the shovel's all the proof we need, for Skyblivion, and that one looks much better. I seem to recall there was a magic mace. So time for some levitation magic. There we go. Levitate our way out of here. Okay, let's take a look at some of this new loot. got the baser. Looks a bit like a gladius. It does do really good base damage for a short sword. You can see it does 6 points more than Chillrend, and does not quite as much though as a real longsword. We've got this Elven Mace. I think it looks pretty cool. Wouldn't want to be hit by that. And its enchantments are Absorb Blunt, Absorb Strength, and Frost damage. So not bad, not the best one. But we don't really use blunt weapons with this character. At least not at this point. I might train it up later on. So that I can use a magic Crusader weapon later. What we might replace the glass claymore with is this ebony longsword. It does just as much damage, weighs less, and we can use it as our shield. So extra armor. What do you all think of the look of that sword? I think it looks pretty cool. You can take a look at the scabbard. It's very, very dark. We also now have some ebony armor. Let's take a look at the helmet first. As I said, I don't like the helmet. It just looks... Well, it doesn't look as bad, the female version, as the male version. The male version, as you might have seen, has sort of a plume on it, and its guard is more like goggles. So I just get the impression of a dogfighter pilot. That doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. Let's see, it offers 3 defense, which is 3 times as much as this Magicka boosting one. But I think we'll still keep the Magicka boosting helmet because I want to move up my speed by using the light armor skill. And I also like to use spells a lot, as you probably noticed. We might replace the Dwarven Armor, though, with some ebony. Let's repair up our Dwarven. Take a look at how the defenses compare. Probably gonna have to find some more hammers. Well, maybe not. Let's see. Managed to repair everything I could. Okay, let's take a look. That's what the ebony armor looks like. Mixture of dark chain and I guess sort of gold leaf ebony plate. If it went all ebony, that would be more or less what our character would look like. Not bad. Don't really like how big the boots are. But I think we're going to do a mix. Use the Mithril boots and the Mithril helmet. Keep our light shield. And I think we'll hide the helmet. We can still move around fairly fast. We'll head back to Thorinir now and turn in this quest. Let's save real quick.
How goes it, Frank?
Were you able to stop Agomir?
Yes, here is his shovel.
Then we can at last rest. I feared had he somehow bested you, I'd be next. It is fortunate that your skills exceeded his. I've come to some decisions. I intend to donate all of the money I have made, as well as what is left of these stolen items, to the temple. I also want you to know that I had a long discussion with Jensine, and I have decided to join the Society. I realize you risked your life to give me a chance, and Thorinir never forgets things like that. Accept this ring as a humble reward. It's the least I can do to say thank you. Now, don't be a stranger. The copious coin purse is still in business.
Okay.
You've shown me mercy.
Get a nice magic ring. Let's see, the weather-worn circlet. 25 resistance to fire and frost. That's quite a nice enchantment. Let's actually see if we can take a look at it. I think I've heard somebody say that it might be designed to look like the One Ring, the Lord of the Rings, as well as yet a further comparison, and it does kind of look like it. It's a gold band. Yeah. Anyway, big Lord of the Rings fan, so I find that kind of cool. Let's go talk to the merchant who originally hired us. Let her know that she's managed to put the competitor, or rather make him less of a threat to her business.
I have been anxiously awaiting your return.
Okay, I think it's inventory. We discovered that Thorinir's inventory is made of stolen goods, taken from the dead.
I am pleased that Thorinir has decided to donate his inventory to the temple. At least he is trying to make amends. The very thought of what Agarmir was doing sickens me. I hope those poor souls rest in peace now that this is over.
Where is my money?
Well done! This shovel will certainly confirm Agarmir's crimes. Along with the manifest, it should prove useful to the City Watch. In your absence, Thorinir visited, and we spoke at length about his role in this scheme. I believe him when he says he didn't know Agarmir's sources. He told me of his intentions to donate all of the money and inventory to the local temple. He also agreed to buy and sell merchandise at fair prices. Last but not least, he's officially joined the Society. I am taken aback by his honest intentions. In return, the Society has decided not to press charges. His name will be absconded from the records of this crime. Now, I'm sure you are waiting to hear about your reward. The Society thanks you for everything you have done. Please, take this gold. Many thanks on behalf of all of us.
She's a bit
It's been a
winded.
pleasure to...
Still, a little gold is bonus. Sell also this armor. It's actually a merchant that was not in the original game. Not here. Added, I believe, by the Fighter Stronghold DLC. That has the most amount of gold,
It's my
I think,
pleasure.
in the
Please continue.
town.
May I interest you
Imperial
in some of
City.
my fine wares?
Let's see. And I've already charmed him up. So we can get 2,000 gold for the mace. Almost another 2,000 for the debaser. 872 for the
You drive a hard bargain.
Seal up our Dwarven
You
Armor.
got a great deal. You've made a good,
I think I like the
fine
way the Dwarven
transaction.
Armor looks more than the Ebony, but it's significantly lower armor value. I didn't like the way the Dwarven Armor looked in Morrowind, or... I can't actually remember what it looked like in Skyrim. It's been a while since I played that. Don't really need...
That's a fair
some
deal.
poison.
That seems a fair price. Bye.
Okay, and we are all set for another quest. I think we're going to head down to the docks and do some Skyrim quests next. But that will be for the next episode. Thanks for joining me, and I'll be back.